Hello everybody and welcome back, and today is a big one. Well, it's an average sized one. I don't know where I'm going with this. Please help me. No, today we're going to be covering the last game of the Champions League group stage. We're taking on Midtjylland. We're actually taking them on in Denmark. For some reason I thought it was a home game. Obviously I was incorrect in that. And then we'll be following that up with a home game against Bournemouth. Off camera, things didn't go exactly according to plan. As you can see there, we drew 0-0 against Stoke. They had, I think, Steve Sidwell sent off on the 56th minute, but we just couldn't break them down. We had the better of the game by far, but we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And I don't know whether that was for the fact that I had Depay starting out left as opposed to central, but I wanted to see if Rooney could get back on the score sheet. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but I changed it up partway through. A little bit too late. If the game had got another 15-20 minutes, I'm pretty convinced that we would have won it, but c'est la vie. It was a 0-0 in the end, and we move on. Still top of the league, though. 15 games played, 38 points, 1 point ahead of Man City. So fingers crossed we can keep that run of form up and we can still be there when the season comes to an end. So let's go to the game itself. We've got a few suspensions that we need to deal with. For anyone that missed it, go and see my last video for my thoughts on Morgan Schneiderlin, who of course got a yellow card in that Stoke game. I can edit this. I can edit all this down, so don't worry about it. If I haven't and you're hearing this, it's fine either way. What are my hands doing? Like I was shuffling a deck of cards really special. Okay, so as you can see from the group there, Barcelona are top, we're second, Basel third, Midtjylland are bottom. Barcelona you'd expect to beat Basel, but I don't want to take any chances. Colchester manager Tony Humes was spotted in the crowd. Yeah, okay, we'll just go with that. Oh good, we get to play in our black kit. I do like the black kit. We've got Depay up front, Young, Rooney and Yarmolenko attacking midfielders, Schweinsteiger and Carrick defensive midfielders, Rojo, Alvarez, Balanta, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling in defence, and David De Gea in between the sticks. Right, apply team advice, that's fine. I'm going to say assertively, we're the favourites here, so go out there and impress me. Everyone listen keenly, they're all peering like that, listening in, it's great. Okay, that's a bit of a eye fuck, to be honest. I should probably bleep that, I don't think I will. But I didn't know how else to say it. I was looking at it and not quite taking in the colour schemes that was going on there. Why don't we just wear the white kit? Anyway, we won't worry about that now. We'll just see how things go on. But I've got faith in the boys here. Carrick finds Memphis. Does he? Memphis manages to get the ball one way or the other. Gives it into Rooney now. Rooney plays it back to Carrick, who finds Schweinsteiger in a bit of space. Schweinsteiger puts it into Young with a good first touch. Cross back stick. Comes off the post from a Yarmolenko header, I believe. That was unfortunate. That could have been a great way to start the game 5 minutes in. Nice bit of patient build-up. Smalling to Yarmolenko. Into Carrick. Build-up play's looking quite nice. Memphis gets the ball. Memphis skies it. My God, he put 3 fantastic chances away against Chelsea. The first big chance he has in this game, and he skies it. Rooney with a cross. Cleared only as far as Young, though. Young finds it back to Rooney, who came back onside. Cross goes in, bullet-like, but it goes right over everyone. Yarmolenko gets it to Schweinsteiger, who forces a save from Bun. I'm going to go with Bun. I think that's what I've decided. Young with the corner. I think that's probably going to be the end of the highlight. Carrick plays it out to Young, though. Still not over yet. Yarmolenko, there you go. Now it's over. 67% possession. I'm liking that. Because of the style we play, we don't really keep as much possession as you'd expect for a Man United team. I'm sacrificing that in the attempt that our attacking play will break down teams. And we saw it against Chelsea. We didn't have the majority of possession, at least I don't believe we did. But every chance we had, or we had a lot of chances, and we made them pay. Don't get me wrong, the 2 goals within 2 minutes was fantastic and did a lot of the damage. But we were still the better team throughout the rest of the game, I think it'd be fair to say. Another corner for Man United. Only as far as the first man. Carrick pulls it up. Pulls it up. What is he doing? Gardening? Is he uprooting trees? Yarmolenko outright. Got a lot of men there. Doing well pressing the action here. That has to be said about Midtjylland. Unfortunately, Memphis is a little bit stranded out there. And it's not making its way in. But we are breaking up the play very nicely when they look to kind of escape. The pressure cooker's on. Yarmolenko goes past one. Memphis clears. Skies it over the bar again, unfortunately. He's had a few chances now to put his name on the score sheet. As yet, he hasn't done so. It's a shame, but I have faith in him. He's proved me, well, He surprised me, at the very least, in a few of the games we've played. Okay. Still been all United, as you'd expect it to be in this tie. Okay, Young. Plays it through to Memphis. Is this your chance? Finds Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko slaps it from out wide. Difficult angle. Goes over, unfortunately. Okay. Looks like they're building up the play relatively well, actually. Has to be said. Anson finds Sisto. Cross goes to Jones, though. Schweinsteiger. We've got a solid plays at the back. Great ball from Carrick to Memphis. That's what I was hoping he'd do. Memphis has the shot. The keeper manages to get a hand to it, and it's bungled clear eventually by a Midtjylland defender. Memphis with a free kick. Good God almighty, that went high. Jones plays it back to De Gea. De Gea to Balanta. Now we've got a lot of, well, we did have a lot of room, but they've closed us down nicely again. Rooney finds Memphis. Look for the overlap with Yarmolenko. He does so. Yarmolenko, first time cross. I thought Rooney might sneak onto the end of that if the defender didn't clear it, and he probably would have done. Schweinsteiger finds Carrick again. Back to Schweinsteiger. Nice little short passing. I have no problem with this for build-up. Carrick back to Balanta. Schweinsteiger, Carrick, Rooney. Finds Memphis. He does his man. Has a shot, and I think that was saved. It was by Bun. Good save. It's a shame we're not really making our chances count, though. And it's nearly half time. I don't want to see what's going on in the Basel game because I'm worried that it'll make me do panic decisions. As long as we, at least get a draw in this, Basel would absolutely have to hammer Barcelona in order for us not to go through. I'll still go assertive. Do I? Yeah, Depay might have to come off, actually. That's the sad thing. And I think I'll do it so that... Actually, that's going to cause problems. Okay, no. Right. Depay, Zivkovic. And then Zivkovic will swap with Rooney. And we'll go from there. Okay, everyone looks fired up from the team talk. So hopefully that will light a fire under them for this half. Memphis was missing a few too many chances, sadly. Every time he and Rooney play in the same team, actually, I notice his levels drop a little bit. I don't know if that's because Rooney's more of a commanding player, but it seems to make Memphis withdraw slightly into his shell. Another corner for United. Zivkovic this time with it. Only makes it out as far as Yarmolenko following the clearance. Smalling back down to Schweinsteiger, plays it out to Young. Young finds Rooney, who was offside. That's a shame. I was going to call it as offside because it did look it, but Rooney buried the chance. But unfortunately, that was going to be to of little avail. We're having success down the wings. It's just the final cross isn't perfect. Zivkovic now. Schweinsteiger finds Young, puts Zivkovic through, and the half-time substitute, Andrea Zivkovic, with a fantastic finish. He only needed one chance. We've had Rooney miss a few of them. We've had Depay miss a few of them. Zivkovic is 1 for 1. And the signing who came in for very cheap is proving to be worthwhile here for Man United. Zivkovic, good first time shot. Sends it across the keeper. I don't know if he was positioned particularly well, but it doesn't matter. They all count. Olympiacos topped their group with Man City coming second. So that's a team I wouldn't mind drawing in the knockout stage. He says famously before drawing them and getting spanked by them. Oh, that is disgusting. Martin Pusic gets the goal. Very undeserved. Now I'm going to go ridiculous. I'm going to overload now. I mean, Cisco, good ball to Pusic. The defenders are wanting a little bit. De Gea, God knows where he was going. Tried to scoop some snow off his drive, and the ball squirts in behind him. Okay, overload. Well, it's the end of the game. It's no point. Really, it goes from being satisfied with the result to very disappointed quite quickly. Yeah, that wasn't good. And you're damn right I'm going to say that was not good enough. The chances were there, they just didn't want to take them. I mean, I can't fault certain people on the team. They did well, but in general, it was a bit poo. So, yeah, we go up with we go through with 10 points. Very disappointing, though, way to end the group, especially considering as we just drew the game before from a dominating position. Well, to be fair, we didn't score in that one, but it's just very, very disappointing. And that's Midtjylland. I mean, anyone would think that Man United wouldn't be able to beat Midtjylland in a European tie at their ground. For any of you who are seeing this in the future, that wouldn't make necessarily too much sense, but Man United just lost to Midtjylland about a week ago now. So, that was poo. We'll move on though. So, I'll see you at the Bournemouth game. Okay, now here we are at the Bournemouth game. From what you can see here, we've gone for a little different formation. We've got Mbolo and Depay up front, Mata just behind, Young and Valencia as the wingers, as it were. Schneiderlin defensive midfield, Rojo, Smalling, Jones and Darmian defensive, and David De Gea between the sticks. Rooney's on the bench just for now because he was lacking a little bit of match fitness. So we'll have to see exactly what we can do, because we drew to Midtjylland away from home, and I just realised in the result of doing so that we didn't get a win from any of our away games in the Champions League, which is a bit of a problem. The other two, well, Basel we should have got a draw. Barcelona we were spanked, and Midtjylland we deserved to win. But anyway, let's move on now. Let's get a win here against Bournemouth. Don't want to take them lightly, that's for sure. Right. Okay, we're going to go attacking and flexible. Got a few tactics set up there. Assertively, I expect nothing but a win from this game, which is true. And let's hopefully the lads can get back to winning ways. It looks like I'm playing Napoli with this blue kit. The injuries are just getting on my nerves now because, yeah, with Shaw out, Martial out, there are good options there. Starters, some would say. Well, everyone would say because they are. Marcus Rojo heads down to Mata, and what's Mata got in store? Tries to find Memphis, unlucky, didn't quite make it. Schneiderlin back out to Mata, finding Schneiderlin again. Patient build up. Valencia with the... What is that? What is that for a cross? It's getting to the point now where I'm going to say don't try any crosses because you're clearly not able to do them at the moment. Jones plays it to Valencia. Valencia tries to find Memphis. Memphis does get there, beats his man. Mbolo, I don't know what happened there. It looked like he just walked it into the bloody crossbar, but obviously that's a physical impossibility. So I'm assuming he headed it off the crossbar there. De Gea to Schneiderlin, who wastes the ball in a pathetic fashion. But Jones is able to sweep it up, but only as far as Pew. Sorry, did that just go in? That ball just went in the net. That's their first decent shot. They just turn around and piss it into the top corner. You're having a laugh. Oh, I mean, it's Bournemouth at home. Why are we playing like Man United in the real world? Calm as you like. Doesn't even look. Who the fuck does he think he is? Neymar. Glenn Murray, a.k.a. Neymar. My God. Right, now we pick up the ball. This is... If we don't get anything but a win in this game, I'm going to go mental. Which will be more entertaining for you, I don't doubt, but it's not what I want to happen, that's for sure. Why are we still wasting with stupid pumping down the flanks when I'm telling them not to? I mean, everyone in the defence has been piss poor, based on those ratings. Schneiderlin finds Mbolo. I'm going to take run at defence off if I haven't already. Valencia gets it outright. Finds it into Mata, who puts it in. 1-1. But I'm still annoyed at that early goal. That's not acceptable. It comes from a wide position, and unless it didn't acknowledge what I asked it to do as far as the changes go, I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain because we did score from it. Mata with a header, which is nice and rare in itself. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I mean, Depay's been shit, Mbolo's been poor, Darmian's been wank, Chris Smalling's been as bad as all of them. It's quite dire watching this. I don't know what happened, because in the last game, you saw we easily beat Basel, cruised to a victory against Chelsea, and then Football Manager decided to go, oh no, you've had a bit of a run of form there, let's flip that on its head. Okay. Right, kickoff started. Gonna take it off exploit middle. Take run at defence off. Drop the tempo a little bit. We'll see if that has any effect. Right, Mata with the ball. Finds Memphis. Gets tackled, but Mata picks it up again. Finds Valencia. Darmian. With a cross. Again with a cross. Okay, corner for us. Mata finds it. Well, Mata finds it. Mata takes it and decides to just amble his way back whilst Bournemouth have the ball. Don't worry about it, boys. Unbelievable. I feel like this is going to be quite an angry episode. De Gea just holding on to it for no apparent reason. Asking him to play it out of defence. He still lumps it at every opportunity. Young. What the f... If that had gone in, I'd have gone out of my mind. Oh my god. I don't believe it, boys. I do not fucking believe it. 2-1 down to Bournemouth at home. Right, this is going to cause massive problems now. It's trying to do a replay. I won't skip it. Pugh to Sermon. Phil Jones decides not to close him down in the end. Why would you? Unbelievable. I mean, the bollocks is real. What am I looking at here? Instant highlight, but this isn't going to... You can tell when the game's just isn't going to go your way, and this is one of them. Still trying to fucking whore it out wide. I don't know. I know I've taken that off, but Jesus Christ. And Mata can't score from 5 yards. So that's good. Pie, if you were my son, I would disown you. Smalling's been terrible. I mean, it's wholesale changes, to be quite honest. Tempted to go overload already with half an hour to go. Seems foolish, but do you know what? I'm running out of ideas with this one. I mean, if you can't beat Bournemouth at home, just stop playing football, really. That's just a general rule of life, I think. Okay, we're pushing Schneiderlin, of course, on a yellow card. The Schneiderlin card watch duty. I mean, what are you doing? I know we're on overload, but at least aim to someone. Mata forcing a save from Boric. 23 shots, 6 on target, 2 clear-cut chances. They've had none. We're losing 2-1. It's just one of those FM games, boys, isn't it, really? To Rooney, Schneiderlin, Darmian to Valencia. Has a shot. Nothing comes of it. Artur Boric with a save. It's a shame that I'm recording this one, to be quite honest, because this is one that I'd like to have brushed under the carpet. It's wasteful. It's just like the Midtjylland game. We've been very, very wasteful with everything we've had. And there's nothing I can tell them to make them not... I mean, there's no instruction to say, make sure you score your chances. That should be written. That should... Well, not should be written. That should go without saying. Excuse me. Antonio Valencia has played a 9. I haven't seen any of that. Mata clears it to Wilson. Wilson, it's too late in the day. Even if you score, I'm going to be very fuming with the result. Valencia, no one's there for a cross again. Stop crossing it in, boys. It's not working. It's going to be the end of the game. I mean, you probably love this episode, if anything, but... Oh, it's been a pain. It's been an absolute pain. If there was the option, I'd drop pretty much everyone in this team. What? I mean, Valencia. My God. That'll be it. If there was the option, I would literally fine all of them a week's wages because that was terrible. Aggressively, you're not good enough and you should be ashamed. So that's going to bring us to an end of this episode. We're 1 point ahead of Man City, but they've got a game in hand and we just lost to Bournemouth at home. I don't know what else to say about that, really. That kind of speaks for itself. The stats were unbelievably in our favour. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. And our next 2 games are away at Leicester and away at West Ham. So that could be problems. That could be problems indeed. So let's have a look at the schedule to see what I'm going to cover for the next one for you. I might go for West Ham at home and Tottenham at home in the Premier League. So I'll skip through Leicester, West Ham and Southampton and we'll go to those 2 games next. But as far as this episode goes, it's been very stressful, very irritating on my part. I'm sure any other any of the football managers out there who play this, or any people that play Football Manager is the sentence I was trying to go for, will appreciate my suffering. And if nothing else, I hope it's been entertaining for you guys. If you have liked this video, do hit a like button and smash the like button. Why not? Everyone else is smashing it. Let's smash the like button here. Hit subscribe if you haven't done so already for some more content. I've been ScottBGaming. Until I see you next time, guys, I'll see you around.